Caught behind Venetian blinds, had to reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I be.
Welcome back. So as you've guessed, we are on our way to Spain. So we've arrived at Fronbridge Mill Pub Stopover, which is on the M5 at Gloucester. We've been here a few times before and done a video on it as well. But it's £10 donation to Macmillan Cancer for the night. And we also had a lovely meal in the pub. What's this on the back of the motorhome, you might be asking? Well, we'll show you that when we get to Spain. Tonight we're staying just outside Plymouth at California Cross Caravan and Camping Club site, which we've done a separate video on, so head over to that video to see more on that site. It's now time to go and find the ferry.
I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket in plain sight all along. I think it's time for me to go and burn all bridges.
Time for a little bit of video editing as well whilst we're en route. Make use of the time.
Fell between the foam, pulling.
Good morning. So you were joining us as we're just arriving at Santander, and how beautiful are these beaches? They're absolutely stunning. We really want to come back and explore Santander a little bit more. Just get around the town, have a look round the seafront, everything, but when we have a little bit more time.
Stitches, time to let go, so come what may.
It's now time to start the 7-hour drive across Spain to Benicàssim. This place looks absolutely stunning. I think it's Laredo, if that's how you pronounce it properly, but we definitely want to go and check this place out.
Don't look before you leave. What you give, you get to.
Good morning. Well, that was a very hot night. We've made it to Zaragoza. It was 41 degrees when we arrived, and I don't think it got below 25 last night. So it was very warm. As you can see, it's actually quite empty. It was like this when we arrived, which we were quite surprised about. So we're just emptying our grey water. You've got toilet emptying and clean water facilities here and some bins. And then we get on the move down to Benicàssim. We're staying at Bontera Resort in Benicàssim, which is where we stayed last year, and we did a full video on that on the site last year, so we're not going to be doing that again this time. However, it's more of a generic video of the actual holiday this time.
So long, farewell, bye-bye.
Benicàssim does have a really nice long seafront. This is the other side of town that links down to Castello de la Plana. Hopefully we've said that right. But as you can see, it's absolutely lovely. Great for cycling, walking, running, whichever.
Let's have a toast for those lost old eyes. And my crooked little heart that seems so rebellious is falling apart right now. I'm bleeding.
So you might have been wondering what was on the trailer on the back of the motorhome. Well, it's a Honda XADV 750cc scooter. As you know, in the UK we tow the smart car, and there's big debates over flat towing a car in Europe, and on my licence I can't tow the smart car anyway. So that we had some transport whilst we were abroad, because we like to find our next campsite while we're here, we thought we'd bring the scooter with us. And I can also tow this on my licence, so it means that we can share the driving. It also means we can get out and explore the local area more than we can on the bikes. We've also found that we enjoy riding in the warm air, especially along the seafront, and it's an easy way to get around over here. And it's quite handy as we can pop all our jackets and things in the side panniers when we get to wherever we're going, so we can have a walk around in our shorts and t-shirt. So that's what is on the back of the motorhome. So we've hopped on the bike and headed into Castello della Plana, and look what we've found. Who would have thought this would be here, tucked away in all the houses?
I think it's time for me to go. Burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way. Fell between the fold, pulling stitches. Time to let go. So come what may. Caught behind Venetian lines, out of reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Look at me, mama, what I've become.
Well, wasn't that a lovely surprise? So we've now jumped back on the bike and headed down to the seafront to see what the seafront's like down this end of town.
There's an obvious end to this game we're playing. I say nothing, you say nothing, and nobody wins. I've been through this a million times, hoping that my heart would give.
So we've moved an hour and a half up the coast to Camping Sanguli, which is in Salou. Again, we stayed here last year and we have done a couple of videos on this site. So we're not going to show you the site fully because you can pop back and see it there. So as we're a little bit limited on space in this motorhome, we bought one of these Colapz, however you pronounce it, water carriers. It's one of these collapsible ones with a little trolley. So we'll just go fill it up and let's see how we get on. We've also got one of these tubes as well, which we can put on the tap and fill it from there, and then use that in the motorhome to fill it. So let's give it a go. So to get the water into the motorhome, we bought one of these battery operated pumps off Amazon. I'll put the links to both in the description below so you can see them.
Always wanted to be completed by another person.
So we found what appears to be a new motorhome right next to Portaventura railway station, which we didn't know about. So I've popped the what 3 words on the screen. I've also done one for Castello and Benicàssim because I forgot to do those while we were down there.
An understanding that requires no translation. Here I am once again at your place, trying to figure out the meaning of the smile on your face. Feels like
We've headed out into the old town of Salou, which we've never been to before, and found Torrevella. Unfortunately, it had closed by the time we got there, but I think it's now used for art galleries, things like that. But it's certainly worth a look. And also, if you head down to Calle de Barcelona, it's a massive shopping street, about a 2-minute walk from here. Again, massively worth a look. It was really bubbling when we went there, and I might have spent a small fortune on some clothes as well.
something we both want to say. Do you want me to stay or do you want me to go? There is someone for me and that someone should know.
We've headed up to one of our favourite restaurants, which is Bamboo on the seafront, just near the Salou sign, for one of our final meals before we have to start heading home. Can highly recommend this place. Good morning. So it's time to start leaving Sangouli and heading across back towards Santander. So I've been and got a pan au chocolat from the shop. Gonna have that and then we're gonna start heading back.
That someone is you. That someone is you. That someone is you. That someone is you.
We made a slight detour into Tarazona whilst heading back. We wanted to check out the air and have a look around the town because it looks beautiful. However, it was still 40 degrees when we landed, so just a little bit too warm to be wandering around. So we've added it to the list for next time.
There's an obvious end to this game we're playing. I say nothing, you say nothing, and nobody wins. Do you want me to stay or do you want me to go? There is someone for me and that someone should know. That someone is you. That someone is you. That someone is you. That someone is you. I saw her up on the hill, on her way to the mill, proud and all out. But where are you now? Misunderstood, said she would help the ones that she could. No glimpse of doubt. But where are you now? Years have passed and restless legs have settled. We're finally home. Down is up. We've been at the top.
So the air isn't the easiest to find and it is tucked away down some quite tight little narrow streets. I'm not sure about bringing a tag in.
We're finally home. Let me lend you a hand.
So we've stopped in an air at Tarazona. I'll put the details on the screen. You've got 4 marked bays, which is really good. Essentially works out at sort of 4 car parking bays, so they're nice and wide. So the blue line's just there. And then you've also got clean water, grey water and toilet emptying. And then just behind us there is a full set of bins, so all your recycling as well. And it's only a couple of minutes walk to the town centre, which is absolutely lovely. And there's your details. So again, thank you very much to the local town for putting this air on. The spaces are quite long as well. You'd easily sort of get a 9-metre van in here, no problem. So we've made it across to the other side of Spain and found a nice little camper park somewhere between Bilbao and Santander. I'll put the name on the screen because I've absolutely no idea how to pronounce it, but it's defo worth adding to your list. If your sat-nav's anything like ours, it'll try bringing you up this little road here on the left, but that's gated, it's a private road. So as you come into the town from the motorway in the coast direction, when you get to the roundabout, just turn left and then take your first right, which is the road straight ahead. It's a much easier way to get in. This was a brilliant little stop and one we'll use again. The lady on reception was absolutely brilliant, so friendly and does speak good English. You've got full facilities, so you've got your grey water dump, toilet emptying, showers, toilets, there's a little bar and there's even a swimming pool. And we even got breakfast the next morning, which was the best pain au chocolat I've ever had, and they were still red hot. So I think it was €19 for the night. We added electric and we also added the pain au chocolats, which I think came out at like €23. So an absolute bargain, giving you effectively getting a mini campsite.
None of us wanted this, and now you want me to go. No matter what you feel, we're ending up alone. I never come for those tears. I got a fragile heart, the night is finally dark. Somebody drift in the breeze. I won't let you fade, and I want you to breathe in the light we made. I never asked for your fears. I won't let them haunt us more, no more, no more. So what are you waiting for? Finally, all I need is the same that you need. What are you waiting for? Finally, all I need is the same that you need.
So this is a little like bar slash communal area. You've got drinks and things in the cabinet, which I think you can purchase. There's ice creams. There isn't sort of a member of staff in there all the time. They are pottering around the site, but you're welcome to use it. Welcome just to sit in there and relax.
Somebody moves in my dreams. I can't let you stray, and I want you to hear what I couldn't say.
Facilities wise, these were really clean. Round the back, you've got your washing up area, you even got pizza ovens. And again, when you head inside, there's 2 showers. I think they were €1 each. I think they got about 5 minutes. We didn't use them, we got showered in the van. And then you've obviously got your toilets as well.
I never come for those tears. I won't let them fall again, again.
It's worth coming just to have a pain au chocolat. They are amazing. We headed for a little walk into the town, and it's a really pretty town. There is the river. It's literally a 2-minute walk from the site, and you can actually walk all the way back to the coast. I think they said it was about a three-hour walk, which obviously we didn't do, and they did say you'll be able to cycle it as well.
Natalie, all I need is the same that you need. What are you waiting for? Natalie, all I need is the same that you need. Let everybody keep talking like they know, but there's zero places you could go. 'Cause when they really stop, the whole world's slow. Everybody keep talking like it's true, but they don't see the things that you could do. And whenever you move, the light comes through. What you waiting for?
It's now time to catch the ferry back to Plymouth, so I hope you've enjoyed this as much as we have, and we will see you on the next video.